Welcome to Krystal Rowe Impact, a space dedicated to empowering you to be the change that your bloodline has been waiting for. Join me and together, let's inspire change. Kia ora whanau and welcome to the Krystal Rowe Impact podcast. Today we are going to be talking about ancestors to entrepreneurs, drawing strength from our past to shape our future. There's been so many times in my life that I've had to draw strength from my past, where I've had times that I have been so lost that I always go back to my safe place, my safe person, and that's my great-grandmother. And I always know that no matter what, she always shows up. And it's a really beautiful connection that we have. And from time to time that I've needed her, and I always remember her strength, and I always remember the power that she had to always make me feel okay and to make me feel loved. And I think that's the beauty about the power of our ancestors. I think that when we reflect on the life that they lived and the choices that they made to get us to where we are today, to make a huge impact on our everyday living, is because of them. I like to remember my grandmother and just to be in her memory, because it gives me a reminder that I'm stronger than what I feel. And on an entrepreneur journey, I love to dream big, and sometimes my visions are so out of this world that some people might think I'm crazy. And a lot of the things that I do in life seem crazy. Juggling our 10 kids and businesses and starting new ventures all the time. But one thing that I always remember is that I come from a really, really strong line of ancestors that took up challenges that they didn't know the outcome of. And I really believe that we can relate the choices and the sacrifices that our ancestors made to a current entrepreneur now. Like, as an entrepreneur, you're dreaming big and you're taking risks and you don't know what's on the other side. Just as like our ancestors, when my grandparents left Niue to start a new life in New Zealand, they didn't know what actually lied and what was waiting for them. But they took the chance of a better life anyway. And I love that. I love the fact that they took that chance, that the grass was greener on the other side, that there was opportunity that lied in the promised land. And that happens for us as entrepreneurs as well, that we know that there's a better outcome, that there's more to a 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, hustle and bustle, being on the hamster wheel. We know that if there's a passion burning within us, that we can actually turn that passion into a purposeful business and create a life of our dreams. And I'm so grateful for my grandparents and my great-grandmother. And I only say that far back because I haven't been blessed enough to learn just yet how far my ancestral strengths go. And that's a journey that I'm definitely going to be taking. And so as an entrepreneur, I know that I can always be reminded of the courage and the wisdom it took for my grandparents to make a choice to leave for the promised land. And I know in my heart that I'm creating and I'm choosing every day to create a better life for my children, for my husband, and for myself. And so it's a journey that I'm proud of. It's a journey that I love to share. And it's a journey that I can't wait to empower others to join me on. So as an entrepreneur, and I love that term entrepreneur because it's really limitless. It means for me that there's no boundaries to my success. There's no limits to what I can achieve. And I'm really forging and creating a new path that has never been walked before. And that actually gives me so much confidence and so much empowerment deep inside my soul that I know that I'm actually making my ancestors proud. I know that I'm doing them justice. I believe that every choice that I have made on my entrepreneurial journey is a direct reflection of the choices that my ancestors made. And I can stand here today so proud that I've made the choices that I have in direct reflection of the choices that they once made to give me and my family more opportunity and a better life. I never really thought too much about the importance of making my ancestors proud until I became a parent and I realized the sacrifices that I've had to make and the choices that I've had to make for the betterment of my children. And so I find myself in an absolute place of gratitude and love and, most importantly, respect for the sacrifices and the choices that my grandparents and great-grandparents made to give my family and my bloodline a better future. And it's up to me now to keep that going. And it's up to me to make sure that my children respect and honor the choices that my ancestors made for a better future. Thanks for listening, whānau. Remember, if you love this podcast, give us a 5-star review on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Make sure to follow us on all our social media platforms, and I'll see you in the next episode.